video, I'm going to talk about certain things that you should consider to discuss with your lifetime partner before you say the words I do. Now, I've been married for 5 years, 5.5 years, nearly 6 years, and I wish I wish my husband and I were able to sit down and discuss these matters before we said our I do's, but unfortunately we didn't. And we did get married out of love, of course, but there are certain things that we had to learn the hard way because we didn't go through the process of getting to know each other, and we didn't go through the process of discussing things before saying the words I do. Then the one thing that I also wanted to discuss in this video is that before you commit yourself with your partner, you have to commit with yourself first. You have to understand, what do you want as a wife? What do you see yourself doing as a wife? Now, once you understand who you are and who you want to be in that relationship, then you move to the next question, the next level, where you have to ask your partner, what does your partner expect out of you? How does your partner expect you to be you as a partner? So there's a lot of things that we will tackle in this video. But first, let's discuss what should be discussed before marriage. And the number one topic is financial. If you both are working, how do you both expect, or how do you plan to make your financial as a couple? Do you plan to keep it separately, or do you plan to keep it jointly? Now, don't listen to the rest of the people around you, because remember, your relationship, your marriage is composed with the two of you, not with everyone else around you. They can give you advices, they can give you tips, but they should not dictate. Even if it's your parents, they should not dictate what you should do as a couple with your finances. Discuss with each other. If the other one have other responsibilities that is more feasible if you do it separately, go with it. But if you think that it's more beneficial for both of you to have it joint, then go with it. Discuss with each other. Think about it. Listen to suggestions. Don't close your doors with tips. But again, that should be a decision done by the two of you and not the rest of the world around you. The second thing that you need to do is discuss about children. How do you expect, or what do you expect from each other in regards to growing your family? Do you both agree on the number of children you're going to have? Do you both agree on conceiving and growing your family? Or are you both on I want this and he wants that? You have to agree on something or compromise on something. But that is something that couples should understand it from both perspective. The other thing is, once you discuss whether you both want to have children or not to have children, if you both decide to have children, how do you want to raise these children? Now again, you will have in-laws that have gone through, because they are your parents, so they have some ways that they have raised your partner and some ways that your parents have raised you. So you may want to combine them together, or you may want to break some type of cycle within that family. So you have to discuss with each other how you want to raise your children. Now again, the key word is you, how you want to raise your children, not how they want you to raise your children, or not how they expect you to raise your children. It's you. You are the parent. You're the one who's going to know your child. You have that connection within you. So you would know how you want your child to be within your home and outside your home. Again, don't close your doors with suggestions, tips. Those are beneficial, but always listen to you, to your partner, to you. Discuss with each other how you both want to raise these children, because it's yours, not theirs. Okay? Now, And the other thing is the religion. If you both have the same type of religion, great. Then you can discuss in regards to what you both want to continue as a family tradition, or what you both want to break as a family cycle. But if you both, like for example, my husband and I was raised as a Catholic. My husband wasn't, but he practiced Catholic. So I did not instill into him, I did not force him to be Catholic. It was something that he wanted to. He knows it was him that he wanted to have this church wedding because he feels connected. So it was a good thing that we both feel the same way, and he went through the process of being baptized and being Catholic. So that's one thing that you both have to discuss. If you both are share the same religion, then great. If you both have two types of religion, one is the other, then discuss. Don't force a religion, because remember, you have to understand your own religion before you can actually embrace another. So at the same time, you have to understand and embrace your religion before you can ask somebody to be part of your religion. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but hopefully it does. Now that you've gone through all that process, and now you have all this, as a girl, of course, as a girl, I have always had this wedding in my head when I was a little girl. Now, yes, we women have our dream wedding, but let's not forget that our wedding is not just ours, it's our partners too. So you have to discuss what kind of a wedding you both want and come to a compromise. Again, this whole thing about discussing it before marriage is compromising together, understanding each other's wants and desire, and having be able to combine it into one. Where do you want to live? How do you want to live? Those have to be discussed, because not many people understands that some people like it being near with the family, and some would like it to be give it a little bit of a distance with the family. So think about that. What type of home you want? Where do you want to build your home? These are the things that you want to discuss with your partner. And of course, last but not the least, let's talk about how you want to split house chores. Now, this is not a very common topic. Like, you don't. But as a woman, as a husband, remember, you as a woman, you're not just like a housewife. You're not just a wife within your family. You also have your individual personality. So you have to discuss the same way with your husband. The husband is not just a provider. The husband's job doesn't just when they get out of the house they work. No, the husband's job is also being within the family. So you have to understand within each other, how do you want to split up the house chores, who gets to do what, who gets to decide on what. So there shouldn't be a boss between the two of you. There should be the level of understanding, level of communication. You both have to come and meet halfway, enable for this to work. And always remember, your relationship, your marriage is between the two of you. Now, you can gather some advice from others, especially when things go wrong. We can't prevent that we vent out to our friends, to our families. But remember, know what to share and know what not to share, because your relationship is between the two of you and not with everybody else. Of course, the other thing is that although you are sharing your house chores together, always have that time. There's articles that I read online that you always have 3 hours for your relationship. Now you can either combine that in one day, or you can divide that within the week, but always have at least an hour, even a 10-minute with each other is very important. Why? Because throughout the day you both are working, or one of you is working. You both are not always 24 hours together. Even if you both work from home, you are not going to have that time for each other. So it's always understand it's important to have a moment with each other because it rebuilds your relationship. Even if you don't understand what your partner is doing, ask how was work, what was fun about work, what was so stressful about work, what is the most exciting thing that happened at work. These are the things that makes your partner feel like you are part of him or her. It's very important for me as a wife. There's a lot of things about my husband's job that I don't understand, but I give a moment and I also ask him, what's going on? What happened at work? Is there anything exciting happen? Anything fun happen? Is what's so stressful about today? What's something new that happened today? Even if I don't understand everything that he tells me, there's so many codes that he goes along with his job. The point is asking, understanding, or not understanding, but listening. Be part of your husband, be part of your spouse life, whether it's work life, it's personal life. Always have a moment to sit down and discuss how things are going within yourself, within your individual time. That's very important. Another thing is always have a getaway with each other. It's always have date night. Always, I know it's been overused to always date your spouse, but that really is very important. Always date your spouse, and it shouldn't matter who. It, whether you're the wife who plans it all, fine. Whether it's your spouse that plans it, fine. But always have a moment to always surprise each other. Don't always. Number one thing that this the last thing that I have to say is that never count the things that your spouse is not doing. Never count the things that your spouse is lacking. You know why? You will get tired because every single day you will find something different about each other. And every single day you will find something about yourself that you like and maybe your partner is not doing. Don't count them. Rather, instead of counting these things that, oh, you're not doing this, you forgot to do this, you're not sharing this, you're not doing, stop there. Stop counting the don'ts. Rather, share how you like it done. Maybe you can say, well, you know what? We haven't done this, or something that's I found that I like to do. Maybe I want you to try something, or we want to should try something together. So share that way. Don't count the shortcomings. There will always be shortcomings. Now it is up to both of you to fill those shortcomings together. So those are my things to discuss before marriage. And I hope that you learn from this and maybe some of the suggestions and tips will be beneficial for you. And maybe you already know it but haven't applied it. And also, it is also good to go back to this even after you already said the words I do. Go back to it and see, oh, maybe there's some things that you forgot to discuss, or maybe something that you want to discuss again and go back into it, and maybe things changes over time as the years go by. So if you like the video, if you've gone to this point, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beneficial videos that I'll be sharing and my husband will be sharing. Thank you.